Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I am back again with a really cool product. I want you to see this. Check this out. Right, nothing really here. Doesn't have anything to do with my cameras. This is a nondescript box, but let me show you something first. I want to tell you that first, that means right there, hashtag sponsored. It just means that the company has sent me this product so I can show you guys all about it. So let me show you all about it, right? Let's get into it. And what is it? Well, I'm sure if you've clicked on it, you know what it is. It is that. And what is that? This is by, and it's spelled a little different than I'm used to, but I believe it's MAIKER RGB LED grill lights that are compatible with the 2024, 2025 Jeep. The reason why it's compatible is because they have these little clip-ins right here. Let me show you. Let me see if I can disconnect this from the cable connection here and then just show you this. And that's a good connection. It takes a bit to get that off. But let me show you right here. You see it? These clips right here will snap into the grill, into the honeycomb style grill that we have on our 24 and 25 Jeeps, right? A little bit different style. They changed the design going into 2024. But you have these nice, cool looking little LED setup in here. And of course, you also have, and let me show you everything that's in the box. And I tell you what, just to make it simpler, because this box is kind of a pain in the backside here, let's go ahead and pull all of this out. Set this here. Ooh, nice. They do give you your fair share of some zip ties. I do like the packaging, pretty good to protect the device, and also gives you a good little presentation when you open it up. You know, I've already opened it up a couple times, taking a look at the inside and kind of enjoying it, but it does sit in there and looks really nice. So you get your fair share of zip ties. Now, of course, you'll probably want to get your own, or maybe depending on how you route the cable, you may want to get more. Who knows? But at least at a minimum, they give you some good sets of zip ties. There is this extra cable here that should run from the front of your vehicle. So as an example, let's just say this was your vehicle right here, and this section right here would be the engine compartment. You know what, let's just say that this whole thing, let's just do it like this. This is your whole engine compartment. Here's your front grille, and then from back here is where you sit. So if that was an example, all of those lights are gonna run along the front here, and these are gonna be like these pre-runner style lights that go in your grill. And then the cable is going to run from inside here and then run through your engine compartment, go all the way back to the fuse box in the back of your car. Now, hopefully this makes sense. I know it's just a plain old white piece of paper, and it's not actually a plain old white piece of paper, because continuing on what's in the box is, well, that's upside down. But this is your installation instructions. Love that they printed it in color. It is on a nondescript, as I say. I love that word for some reason these few weeks. But a plain old white sheet of paper. And they print out, kind of walk you through a lot of the instructions. They're a little bit slightly lacking, but hopefully I'll be able to fill in the blanks here. As an example here, it says open the Jeep hood and then remove the 6 fasteners securing the upper grille. And I will tell you this, good verbiage in here with the English, so it sounds really good. It's understandable, it's easy to follow. You're gonna pop all those off. The problem is, you pop them all off, then what? Then it says insert the decorative grill. No, you gotta pull the grill off of the front of the vehicle by doing a certain few things. And of course, there are a couple videos that walk you through that. This one also, mine, is going to walk you through it. So you go through all the process here. Also, it says that you should plug these in. Well, they come plugged in, so you need to know that you have to unplug them. And then most importantly too, with a lot of the descriptors in here, where's the one that's missing? There you go. You need to know that there is a small channel notch inside here, and there's a small notch on this guy here. So don't try to force them in until you spin it around until you'll feel it. You'll spin it around until it locks in, and then you just give it a good push, okay? That'll lock in. There's no extra twist or lock or anything else. Just that interference friction fit is gonna hold it where it should. This will run through, this will run through the inside of the grill, through the back side of the grill. You'll do your zip ties, try to clean up your wires. Also keep in mind that while this will look good at night, I would like to think that during the day when somebody sees your grill, you don't want to see a bunch of wires just kind of hanging out loosely. So clean up your wires, make it look good. So make it look good during the day and in the evening. So, and I say this without actually doing this. I don't make a liar out of myself, but I believe that we should be able to route these wires in such a way that it does not become problematic. Additionally, you get inside the kit, you get this dual fuse section here where this will plug in. Interestingly enough, this will plug into, I believe, your cigarette lighter connection. And I think it does say right here, circuit cover, locate the fuse and remove it. And it says here, F52 cigar lighter. Yeah, okay. So you'll put that in there, pop it in, and we'll take the voltage from that and run it through the cabling system. You will then also, and keep in mind, these are super thin wires. What does that tell you? Generally speaking, it tells you that they're not going to be pulling a lot of power from these. Most of the time, a company, when they put stuff together like this, they have to figure out what the voltage rating and wattage and amperage, all that together equal wattage. What is it going to pull? And if it's too much, you need to worry about increasing the size of the cables. This is not very big. It just means that it's not going to be pulling and draining a lot of power to light up these LEDs, which is, again, a nice feature. They are LEDs, very small power consumption. The cases look really, I mean, they're all plastic. I see a little bit of, which looks like maybe potentially some adhesive or sealing, that you see a little bit of white there. I think it just is something to ensure, because this is going to be in a location where it could grab water or get water splashed into it, that it helps improve its waterproofness. And I'm going to check here real quick to see what rating, that they have. I believe they should be IP68. I thought they were at least 67. 67 is great. You get 68. Man, that's really good. Okay, so continuing on, there is a QR code in here along this box. It's just another helpful feature to show you, same QR code, to download the app so that you can use the app to control these. Because yes, you can control these once the power is applied and they turn on. You will have the capability of using an app to switch these out different colors, right? So, and I think it's, wow. Let me see the full view here. Let me check real quick. What's the full view? Yeah, that's the full view picture. So it appears to be, I don't know the gamut of colors, but I think it's basically every spectrum of the rainbow, which pretty much everything is. You can go from, yeah, I can see it here. You can transition from a green. Now, the capability of the LEDs I'm curious about. We'll see that when we check it out. But sometimes it's hard to transition from like green to yellow. You got that greenish yellow color. Does it really represent that very well, that transition? Or does it kind of just go from green and then just kind of, just for a second, pop over to yellow, and there you go. And you can't really see that middle section. I don't know. We'll see how these work out. They are, I mean, IP67. You also see they're not. They appear to be with 5 lights. The price point appears to give me the belief that they're going to be a solid construction. They're going to be a solid capability, and I'm believing these LEDs are going to be pretty good. Now I'm going to check one more thing here. There are cases, if you don't know, they are called RGB lights, and then there's RGBW lights, which means that the W means that it has a indicated white LED, soul white. RGB, when you mix the 3 colors together, provide a white light. But unfortunately, I say unfortunately, it depends on how you feel. Some people don't care so much for just a white light. But if you have RGB and you connect those together, the white light will appear to be a little bit more bluish or purplish in color. Which again, when you're doing these for show on the front of your Jeep, for the most part, you're probably not going to do white. If anything, you're going to do yellow to do that pre-runner style, or you're going to do a variant of other colors that represents your Jeep or your team or something. So, additional details. Multicolor. Okay, so nothing says that they're specifically RGB W LEDs. I'm sure that they would probably state that if they were, so I'm assuming that these are just going to be some RGBs. Still doesn't matter. That's still great quality. I would be a little more concerned if they were rock lights. That you had pointing down and you wanted a little bit more white as opposed to the bluish color, but that's all on your preference. I'm liking the fact that these are going to be in the front, and they're also going to snap in and into place. I will say be careful though, don't try to force it too hard. Try to make sure that they snap in properly, because if you push and you break one of these tabs, it's not going in anymore. So don't break your tabs. All right. So positive and negative to turn it on. You will be able to operate this via the app. And VCC, this is interesting. I don't know. Because it says output LED RGB VCC. So this will connect here. After you've connected it to the fuse box location, this will connect to a ground point within your vehicle. Connect it together, off you go. And as they jokingly say, Bob's your uncle and you're good to go. So this, I am fairly certain, will be a quick install, a relatively quick install. And I'm slightly above, I would say, your average dude putting things in. So I mean, I'm fairly used to automotive stuff, so this shouldn't be too hard to put in. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot, and hopefully this will look pretty darn good. Question would be, is that do I want to shoot to the middle of the grill or to the top of the grill? And for some reason, looking at the video, or not video, but the pictures that come with the spec page, I feel like this should go to the top. I know some people like the middle, but I just like the top. Yeah, these look pretty decent. I like that. Let me show this to you. Which one is the one that's... Oh, they're all connected again. So let's go ahead and disconnect that. There we go. See, there's little black lines in there to kind of give you that... see those little lines? You can see them kind of shining up. There's little lines in there. I think it's kind of to help give a little dispersed view of the LEDs. But we'll see when we plug these in. All right, guys. So we know what this is for. It's for right up there, right? So we're gonna go ahead and pop the lights in there, but we gotta do a few things first. As we stated, you're gonna follow the instructions that are in the box. But I will recommend something simple like this. What I mean by this is my standard Gerber tool. Had one of these, and long story less long, had it throughout my entire military career. Loved them so much that I got another one. But I'm gonna use it for the wire cut snips here, just in case I need to cut the zip tie ends, maybe splice some wires, and then on top of that, maybe this to pull out a fuse or pull something through, whatever. And then I've got a knife and whatnot to work out of. So I got the pair of pliers. Also, depending on how much light I might need, I've got this guy, which is very bright. Gonna work wonders underneath that car hood. And then I'm gonna use these. I've had these for a little while, but these will work to pop those little rivets out, those 6 pieces that are underneath the hood. So all that, we're gonna get started with the instructions inside the box. And I got a little step stool down here. You can't see it because 1, I'm not the tallest dude in the world, and 2, that Jeep is lifted, so I may need to get up and into something. So use it as I need it, but here we go. Instructions number 1, open the Jeep engine hood and remove the 6 fasteners securing the upper grille. Now, I need to actually unlock my hood because I've got some newfangled locks on my hood. There we go. There's number 1. Then I'll put these away. Cool. Pull 1 out. Leave them there. Pull 2 out, and there you go. We're making progress. Yep. You just push that over. Lock that in. Okay. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you pull it all the way out, it's okay. Just try to get it back in there, but not all the way in, because all it's going to do is just pushing the piece open. All right. Nothing in my pocket, so I will go ahead and start to work on these. Got that pried up. There we go. Got 2, got 3. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Just a little. All that does is just make sure that the thing stays fat, which means it keeps it in there. So you may feel like you've broken it off. Don't worry. Whoops. You haven't. Probably. Now I do apologize, that light's gonna do that all the time, so it is what it is. And that is 6. I wasn't even, wow, I was worried about that. Okay, so, okay, that does come off. Sweet. Now, there is one more thing that I want to show you. It won't necessarily matter, but it will be more of a consistency issue. Now, what I want to show you is if you see back here in the back, I might give you an angle so you can see it with the light. There you go. You see that there's a little taper section right here. It's right there and it tapers down. Then there's a very small tapered section up top. All I say is it probably doesn't matter which way they go in. But what I will tell you is because the way that they're manufactured and put together, I would strongly recommend that they stay consistent. I am going to install them all with that little angle facing down. So when I snap this into the grill, this should just snap. Oh yeah, it'll snap right there and snap right into place and look like it belongs there. But one of the things that I saw one of these, you know, like other people will make these videos like this, right? And show you how to do all this stuff, and that's cool. I think it's really cool. But the issue is going to be that when you see people doing this, they'll put in and not realizing, oh, they'll fit either way, and they look the same either way. Well, they might be a small angle where an LED might be pointing up or pointing down, and when you cycle through it and you're standing off to the front, you'll look like maybe they're just not quite angled properly. It could be or could not be true, might not be an issue at all, but at least the consistency, I know that shouldn't be the factor. Continuing on, you are going to hate this part, especially if you're new to automotive and Jeep type stuff and, well, just automotive all in general, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to pull stuff that feels like you're going to be breaking it. Tapered side down, push it in, lock it in. It's that simple. They are in. Now I've only got 3, got to get the other 2. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it with the hood up, make sure I've got all my tools removed, make sure my keys are right here. Wow. Okay, so it's doing its little dance. Check it out, check it out. Nice. Okay, so we didn't come here to see a bunch of dancing disco lights, right? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go to the app. I've already downloaded it. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, so, oh, I know what we have to do. You just saw me, I don't know why I'm showing it to you. You just saw me flip the switch off. Just flip the switch on and it's gonna continue to do its little dance. Auto connect. Let's go ahead and check this. My device, I'm there. Adjust, style. Okay, let's go to white strobe. So if you guys can't tell, that is a RGB. It is not an RGBW, because that color, as you can tell, my headlights are LED lights, and those are the pure white. Those are a little bluish. But again, they look really good. Let's just go ahead and go with static red, static blue. Y'all can see what I'm doing, actually, now that I think about it. Yellow, purple. Actually, that's not a bad looking purple. There's the static white, 3-color jumping. You know what I wish it could do? Knight Rider. Whoosh, whoosh. 3-color cross, fading. Oh, and this is also, I can turn down the brightness to almost completely dim. Look at that, it's just barely on. Or I crank it, the brightness. I can slow my speed down to where it can go to a really slow 3-color cross. That's really slow. Let's speed that up. That's a huge jump. 7-color crossfade. Red gradual change? Oh, I see. Green, blue, yellow, cyan, purple, white, red, green, crossfade. That'd be a good Christmas color, right? Red to green, red, blue. Support your local department. Now let's see if I go real fast. Yeah. All right, 7 color strobe flash. That's a strobe. Let's bring it to slow, right? Come on, slow down, guys. Oh, you can't. It's set. I can't adjust the speed. Okay. Green strobe flash, blue strobe flash. That's gonna get you in trouble, guys. Do not leave that on while you're, yeah. Yellow strobe, cyan, whatever you want to call it. Purple, white, and then we're back to the static. Guys, this is what it's gonna be sitting on, to be honest. And honestly, I probably do yellow, and then this will do with music. Yeah, it'll listen to music. So let's see what music it's listening to. I don't know what music list there is. Oh, how about the microphone? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Yep. Hello? I'm talking to you. Hello? Oh, and then there's, let me see, music. Oh, it's probably playing on my car. Oh well. Style, adjust. Oh yeah, then you can, oh, so you can do kind of an orange. Oh, I like it. So you're not just stuck. That I like. Preset, it's already a preset color, so. Isn't it though? All right, so the consensus of our next door neighbor, I think I might agree. That yellow orange color, as you can see there, probably gonna be the best color. Yep. Let's see, settings, auto connect. Okay. Cool. I think that's pretty cool. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time. And I'm out.